Alright. Or we get the camera a little higher shot, right? Or something, right? Bring it close. Good. Okay, good. Yahweh Shimmer Shabbat down to the brothers, Yahweh Shimmer Shabbat to the sisters. This is Officer Hazahab, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, established in 1969, formerly at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. All right, and today we are streaming for Jamaica. I am Officer Abadawan in Jamaica with me on the phone, right, with the Jamaica School. You see what I'm saying? Yahweh Shem Shabbat. All right. And today's topic is going to be about what is the mark of the beast. All right, it's a topic that a lot of people are familiar with, don't know what it is, have a lot of rumors about it, lies about it, Christian beliefs about it, which is just not the truth. See what I'm saying? Many people say it's an RFID chip. First thing we have to figure out is a beast. All right, so we're going to start at the beginning. All right, at Genesis 2:19. All right, you're going to get down, Ashar, right? Sorry. There's Ashar, if you could, that's yours? The can.
What?
The can. The green can.
No, it's open.
It's open? See if there's, yeah, if you could. Alright? We're gonna get Genesis 2:19. Alright? Genesis 2:19. Abadawan, just let me know any questions you have. Just come off the mute and you know, tell me, alright? Alright. So we're in Genesis 2:19. And it reads, out of the ground the Most High formed every beast of the field. Right? Now, in this sense, right? Remember the Lord created every animal, right? In the first chapter. Right? The Lord created every animal in the first chapter. But then you always have a term called the beast of the field. Right? Look here now. And out of the ground the Most High formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. Right? So now every animal on the earth is named, right, by Adam. And guess what else? What else is named by Adam? People. People are named by Adam. You see what I'm saying? We have names in here based on what Adam would know them to be. You see what I'm saying? If a person is like, for example, Elam, right? Elam means hide. I don't know what person will call themselves hide. Or, you know, hide to say hideous, hide them away. You see what I'm saying? Let me get one that's more claritable. All right? I'm gonna go to Exodus 23:11, right? To give you more understanding on this concept called the beast of the field. All right? We have Exodus 23:11. All right? But the 7th year, thou shalt let it rest. Talking about the land, right? Thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat. And what leave the beasts of the field shall eat. Right? Talking about who? You see what I'm saying? Some person from another race of people come around, right? They don't eat your good food. They ain't gonna beg you for no good food, because that good food is for my family. But then we have a law where the corners, you see what I'm saying? You cannot glean you cannot glean what is called glean the corners of your field, right? Or if you have a farm, you cannot glean the corners of your corn farm or your guinea farm or whatever you're growing. You see what I'm saying? You cannot glean the corners. All right. So now there's things that's left for what? The poor of the people. Now the beasts of the field talking about the other races of people. They can come and get that too. You see what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hurt a strange race of person if he comes to get what's left on the outside of my field, right? Because what's inside is mine. I don't want him robbing what's inside. So he can get what's outside and satisfy his belly and keep it pushing. Rather than he come and start a war with me and my people and me and my family. And we have to go out. Why? Because people are invading our territory and taking what belongs to us. You see what I'm saying? Not buying it, because we buy our things to sell. You see what I'm saying? The stuff on the outside that, you know, that drop on the ground and all of that. You see what I'm saying? They go get that. So they're not harming my resources. They're not hurting my economy or my neighbor's economy. You see what I'm saying? Let me get one more. Exodus 23 and 29. All right? Look at this now. I'm gonna start at 27. I will send my fear before you. This is the Most High talking, right? I'm gonna start 25. And you shall serve the Most High your power, right? Power meaning God, right? In the King James Version, it will say God. In translation, it will mean power or authority, right? Meaning you cannot pass the Most High's authority. He has the ultimate say in your life, even though you don't think he's there. He's very much there. And he's a great aspect in every single part of your life, even though you'll never see him. Don't believe that God is real. Do believe that God is real. You're a Christian, don't know God, don't know what he wants, don't know what he likes, don't know what he doesn't like, but he's there interacting with you in your life, right? Whether it be Jamaica or overseas, no matter where you go, all right? And he shall what? Bless thy bread and thy water, and take sickness away from the midst of thee. But now you don't see that in these years. In these years, you come across something called chikungunya, right? Chikungunya was an infection that went around all of Jamaica. Everyone was getting sick from what? The food, right? The bread. So the bread represents your food. Your food wasn't blessed by the Most High. It was cursed by the Most High. Because we know all about the blessing and the curses. If you're not blessed by the Most High, you are cursed. See what I'm saying? So if you ever got chikungunya in Jamaica, you know, anyone that got chikungunya in Jamaica, you can write this one down, right? You see what I'm saying? Everyone in the school can write this down, in Jamaica school can write this down. Exodus 23 and 25, right? Where the Lord bless your bread, where you will not get chikungunya. Or Benjamites in America will be in America and not complain that, oh, the food is not good, the food is not good. You know why the food is not good? Because the Lord cursed it. He didn't bless it. You see what I'm saying? Skip down to verse 28. And I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivites, the Canaanites, and the Hittites from before thee. Now this is a blessing. Now what are the Hittites and the Canaanites and the Hittites? Those are other races of people, right? Hivites are another race of people. Canaanites and Hittites, those are Africans. So when people say, oh yeah, the white man changed the book, the oppressor changed the book, he took all of the Africanism out of it. That's a lie, because the Africans are right here. The Hivites and the Canaanites and the Hittites, which the Most High shall drive out from before us. But because we are cursed now, what do the Africans do? Africans come to Montego Bay, right? And teach every Jamaican how to be a scammer, right? And because now every Jamaican in Montego Bay and the Greenland surrounding areas, right? Canterbury and Salt Spring and these places, now because they are scammers, they are now being extradited to Louisiana in the United States for Western Union scam frauding, right? Because we were not blessed by the Most High, because we are sinners. Number one thing in becoming a sinner is becoming, i.e. what? A Christian. Number one thing that makes you a sinner before the Most High. It puts you on the wrong side of God. How do you know that? Jamaica is a Christian country, right? And you see what goes on in Jamaica, being Christian, right? All of your shutters, right? they all Christian, right? All of them. Dodos is a Christian. Jim Brown was a Christian. Tesha Miller, is he not a Christian? You know he's not Muslim. You see what I'm saying? All them money down in Tivoli Garden with the whole siege where America, pressed the Jamaican government to have a siege on Tivoli Garden. All them killers is Christians, man. Right? Who else? Bubba, Bunman, all of them from Spanish Town, they all Christian. What was the one they was hunting on a couple of years ago? DJ and the one they call Satan, right? There's a man called Satan, he's a gunman, right? He was running around with a man called DJ. They would wear Jesus cross around their neck with Christ, the Christian cross. They wear that around their neck. All them shooting going on in Mobay, them man is Christian. They believe in God. When they go to jail, they're going to pray to God and Jesus Christ and pray to Jesus and God to get them out of that situation. You know what I mean? When the rival gunman come off of them, what did they say? Oh God, oh Lord Jesus, Almighty Father, why them thing are reach me so them thing does not follow me so? Them your cross is just to follow me so. But they believe in God. So God is not helping you. Why isn't God helping you? You see what I'm saying? Because you're cursed by the Most High, right? He didn't drive out the enemies from before you. You see what I'm saying? He didn't drive out the influences from the enemies before you. He didn't drive out the influences from the beasts from before you. Why? We're gonna get into that in a minute, right? I'm gonna keep reading on. Verse 29. I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate, and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. So now here's the context now, right? He's saying, if you don't follow what the Most High says, he will not drive out the beasts of the field. If you do follow the Most High and obey his voice, he will drive out a certain people. So the beasts of the field are the Canaanites, the Hivites, and the Hittites, and every other race of person who can be considered your enemy, which is all of them outside of the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? About the one, you want to say something? Okay, no sweat. Okay, okay, no sweat. Verse 30. By little and little I drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. You see what I'm saying? So now, what is that saying now? By little, you're trying to get right with the Most High. The job in the ISUPK is to make you, as a black man, as a Jamaican man, Hispanic or Native Indian, be on the right side of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? That is your entire goal in life. All right? You got that in Ecclesiastes about the duty of man. About that one, if you want to go get that scripture from me, right? The duty of man, all right? Little by little, I will drive them out from before thee. So little by little, you have to fight your sins, fight your demons. Now, what are you going to know what your sins and demons are? Because you don't know in church. In church, they're not teaching them something in church, right? So now, you have to come to the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, right? And we can teach you these things. Teach you the right way to perform the law. Teach you what the laws are, because there's many. You see, there's a book. In church, you never read, these amount of pages in church. You know what I mean? You sing, and you get the tambourine. And you talk about you sing some song about the saints of Christ and all of this, but you don't never learn how to become a saint of Christ. All right? No problem, right? Until then, we're gonna get Ezekiel 9:4, right? We'll run right up into the topic, right? The beast of the field is other races of people in the Bible. The beast of the field, here now, the beast of the field, right? Because the earth is a big field, right? The beast of the field, so the beast of the field are other races of people. So when you hear the word beasts are other races of people. All right? We're going to go get Ezekiel 9 and 4. I might want to start at verse 2 though. All right? Ezekiel 9 and 4. All right? Abadawan, let me know when you got it. You know what I mean? I don't want to run on and you know, the man did not find it, right? Ezekiel is, you know, after Psalms, after Isaiah, right? After Jeremiah, right? Khan, Abadawan. Chapter 9, verse 4. All right? Abadawan. I'm gonna start at verse 2, or even verse 1. All right, let's start at verse 1. Let's get context, right? Okay.
Also in my ear, the Lord voice, saying, cause the ones that have charge over the city to draw near. Even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand.
Right, stop, right? On the YouTube, you can hear me loud on the YouTube, right? Okay, cool. All right. So now, here was an order by a man of the Lord, right? To bring all of the men who have charge of the city, right, to come forth with their destroying weapons in their hand. You know why? Because the Most High don't want no soft men. When they go to church, they buck upon soft men. Men who are not rough, like actual men of the Lord in the Bible. You see what I'm saying? Men who are not rugged, like men of God in the Bible. Men of God don't take no chat or no disrespect to their God. You see what I'm saying? But deal with wisdom, and in wisdom given by the Lord, they win every battle they come across, whether it be physical or verbal or any other way. You understand? Right? I'm gonna read verse 2, right? For those online on the YouTube and the Facebook, all right? Verse 2, and behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, right? So out of all of the men that was commanded by Ezekiel, right, who was the priest of the Lord in their day, right? The men that listened to the priest of the Lord, right, were 6, right? 6 men out of many, right? As you know, in Jamaica, right? In the Jamaica school is Abadawan, right? Akaya, right? And then the young man, right? And then the next young man from Bulbia, right? So that makes up 4 men. And you know that is very biblical. Because out of the whole nation of Israel, right? In Ezekiel, he called for the men that were in charge of the city to come. And only 6 of them came. But today there's only 4 men in class. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep reading. Which lieth towards the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. Right? And one man among them was clothed with fine linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side. Right? So now, all throughout the scriptures, there's always someone to write down what happened. Why? Because at the end of the day, a man has to make a report of the things that happen in the works of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So now, we know, right? First of every month, the UPK have council, right? Abadawan. He was in council yesterday, right? And then he was to make a report based on the work in the school, right? Right. Well, there was a man back in these times. He was also a man of the Lord, right? Walked with a weapon of this that can destroy people, right? And he walked with an inkhorn by his side, so that what? He can make notes of all the things that took place and are going to take place. All right? so they can make a report, just like Abadawan did yesterday. This is very biblical, right? God. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar, right? An altar would be like the place in the schools where they have. Altar would be like this table right here, right? And the glory of the Most High of Israel was gone up from the cherub. The cherub would have been, cherub is a Hebrew word which means sword, right? But they might be referring to Abadawan, the Ark of the Covenant, right? God. Whereupon he was to the threshold of the house, and he called to the man clothed with fine linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. Verse 4, and the Most High said unto him, here it is now, right? This is how you, this, we're gonna, remember now, the topic is the mark of the beast, right? Listen this now. And the Most High said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men, right? That sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, right? So now these men, right? Well, there were 6 men. One of these men, out of all of these men, was instructed to do what? Put a mark upon the foreheads of the men, which sigh and cry, meaning they are upset of the abominations that they see in their city, right? So it's like this. What is an abomination before the Most High? Abadawan. Name some abomination that people do in Jamaica. Steal, all right. Homosexuality, steal. Eating pork, eating lobster, eating crab. I mean, you know, enough man from country like that crab. All right. Eating mackerel, right? You know what sleeping with the body, you know that's a big thing in Jamaica, right? You know, as a matter of fact, that's a good idea. I might get that at the end of class, right? That is a big problem Benjamin has had since the time of Egypt. We left out of Egypt even in the time of Joshua and the son of Nun. He passed and left, and then Benjamin was still doing that. Right? The end of the book of Judges, Benjamin was still doing that, sleeping with another man's wife. My father was sung where he's talking about, you know, he's taking some next man's girl and bringing her back. You know, Vibes Cartel, everybody's big on that. Sleeping with a next man's girl, right? And then bringing her back. Lenin girl. Who the next one? Dexter Daps. Who's the next homosexual that sang that song? Nobody nothing knows to me and your touch. Nobody nothing knows to me. Some business like that. That is a problem. You see what I'm saying? Before the Most High. That is a problem. That kind of behavior and that kind of teaching will get Jamaicans killed, slaughtered, cursed by God daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. That kind of thing is going to bring the Lord's wrath upon Jamaican people if we do those things. Smoking weed, oh my gosh. Smoking weed. All right. What's the next one? Oh, but we understand, right? So now, when you see these things happening in the city now, right? Certain men are going to be called by the Most High to go through the midst of the city, right? In the midst of Kingston, in the midst of Maypen, in the midst of Bull Bay, in the midst of Portmore, in the midst of Ocho Rios, in the midst of Manchester and Negril and Montego Bay and Black River, right? And everywhere, right? To go to these places and have camp, right? And when we have camp, we're going to draw men that sigh and cry for the abominations that they see amongst Jamaican people, right? And they're going to put a certain mark upon their foreheads, right? A mark. Now, this is not the mark of the beast, because this is the mark sanctioned by the Most High God to put on the people. You understand? Right. Hear this now. Verse 5. And to the others he said, in mine hearing, go after him to the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity. Slay utterly all and young. You see what I'm saying? If a man is against the Most High in action, right? God don't care if you're an old man or a young man. He will send killers to come get the old men and the children, right? Both maids. Maids is what? A woman. And little children and women. But come not, but here now, listen this now. But come not near any man upon whom has the mark. So what is this doing about in the Jamaica school? Anybody know? Does anybody know what it means when the Moses is telling these other men, right, to not go near any man that has the mark? Go ahead. Good. Or people who are today, people who are in the I.S.U.P.K, who have had their head anointed with oil and have been given a Hebrew name and have sworn an oath by taking that Hebrew name and getting an oil poured on his head to be a man with the mark of the Most High in his forehead. What is it? What is behind the forehead? Your brain. Behind the forehead is your brain, meaning what? Your mind, right? So now, a mark. What is a mark? Does any man have a dictionary? If you have one, find mark quickly in the dictionary, right? Good. Read this now. And but not come up near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Right? So meaning what? Before anything, the Most High is going to check the men in UPK first. Right? When it's that time, you're gonna put the demons, right? What is a demon? A demon is something that make you sin or not. So a demon come in your mind, a demon will come in your forehead and try to make you do a particular sin. Now, if you do that sin, you fail the test. If you do not do the sin, you pass the test. Now that will be recorded by the Most High, and the Most High will see that. And that will be what? A mark to the Most High, a sign to the Most High that you are on his side and that you obey his voice. Right? You got that? You got that definition of mark in the dictionary? Go ahead. Read it one more time.
A small area on a surface having a different color from its surroundings.
Oh, so now, here is a mark to make you different from everyone around you. You see what I'm saying? So now, what do? We wear the culture of the Most High. You see what I'm wearing, right? You can see it on YouTube. Who know what this is? What am I wearing? What is this? I'm wearing, it says sheepskin, right? Why? Because in our culture, we would wear fur and leather from animals that we kill. Alright? All of the years gone by, right? A man would have killed a goat in Jamaica, right? They would kill a goat, get all of the goat meat, and chew with the fur. Except you never know that fur make bad clothes like these. You see what I'm saying? Because when time we wear this round Manhattan, and we wear the we kill early this year around Passover time, right? We kill all a goat, right? We kill this lamb and we kill a goat, right? And the goat fur, people around town in a Manhattan ask and I say to themselves, what kind of design is that? Because the fur is really luxurious. When you wash it and you shampoo it and you throw salt on the skin of the fur and you cut it out and put it on clothes and jackets. You see what I'm saying? That is how we created fashion. But in Jamaica now, we have all of this leather around us. We're killing all of these cows, we're killing all of these goats, right? But then because we lost our culture and we're so Christian, right? We don't even think that we can make bad clothes out of these. You see what I'm saying? We want to do what? Hope to go to America to be a drug dealer, come back and wear Gucci and Louis Vuitton and wear this and wear what do you call it? Dolce and Gabbana and Moschino. And all of the Batman them around town, they go to New Kingston, sell their bottom so they can wear Versace and Moschino and some other brand. You see what I'm saying? When if you wanted to wear fancy clothes, all you have to do would be find your culture. And every man that want to do that, they will find Abadawan in Maypen, get his number, they will give him a call. You see what I'm saying? And find their culture and the Lord will bless them. Make it not to worry, spend some ridiculous amount of money on some white man clothes that we're not really wearing on. When you come when Christ said that what we are the salt of the earth, all things fashionable come from us. All good music come from us. All good cooking come from us. Alright? You know the entire world know about fairy goat now. Right? Right. So now, you know, this is real fur. We killed this last year, right? Killed it early this year. Real skin, right? But the fur is real. The realest thing ever wear yet. When time I walk on the road, people have to stop and salute me. Because I say, what is my wear? Because it's different. It's different. It's like a mark. It's like I'm wearing a mark in front of everybody else. That I'm different from everybody else. I'm not like the world. You see what I'm saying? Hold that. A man get me 1 John 2:15. Alright? We're gonna come right back to Ezekiel, right? 1 John 2:15. Alright. If a man got it. This is 1 John, right? This is not John in Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But this is 1 John, which is near Revelations. This is after Peter's, after Hebrews, after Mark, after John. Way to the back of the book, alright? Way at the back of the book. Alright? Let me know when you got it. But that one, I bet you don't have it. All right, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it for time's sake. All right, this is 1 John. How about that one? You got it? All right, go ahead. First John 2:15. Go ahead. Go.
1 John 1:15.
Uh-huh.
Not the word. Either that are in the word.
Stop. So what is the first thing a Christian come tell you? Them say, John 3:16. Because God so loved his only begotten Son. Right? Because God so loved the world, he gave up his only begotten Son, right? You ever heard that before? Right. We've heard where the Most High, where people read, right, in the Bible where it says, "For God so loved the world." But right here, what are you reading, young man? Read it again from the top.
1 John 1:15. Love not the word.
Read it again.
Love not the word.
Read it again.
Love not the word.
Keep going.
Neither the things that are in the word.
There you go. We don't love the white man. You understand? We don't love the white man. And if we wear clothes, it's because the clothes look nice. It's not because we have to love these clothes or something. Clothes come and clothes go, right? Love not the world, right? Neither the things that are in the world. Keep reading.
If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
Right. If any man love the world, if every man love all the races of people in the world like Christians do, don't Christians love the world?
Answer.
Christians love the world, right? Read it again. Who's that? Yakaya? Young man from Mulberry. Read it again for me, Babu Koshab.
If any man love the world.
Stop. Christians love the world, right? So what does that mean? Keep reading.
The love of the Father is not in him.
Okay, so Christians, the love of the Father is not in Christians. You understand? Right? And that's the Bible. Right? Keep reading, young man from Bulbia.
Verse 16.
Uh-huh.
For all that is in the world of the flesh.
Right. So now Christians, right? Every man in the place that you come from, right? From your ends, your street, your lane, your area, your garrison, right? Every man got church when them young, and then learn to always do it by their grandmother, right? They learn to love the world, love all people, right? Any white man come around, they love them, love all the tourists, but they hate the neighbor that's right next to them, right? And what do they go to do? They go up to be a gallus, right? Lust of the flesh, right? Not to say that you cannot have women. You can have as much women as you like, right, according to the Bible. But if you get them, according to God, you are now married. You and her is now flesh and bone of bone. You see what I'm saying? That is how you maintain a family. You understand? But now, if it is passing through women, you doing that because you don't love these women. You don't love the women of your race. You see what I'm saying? You just have what? Lust of the flesh. Now, who can tell me, right? Give me some more description of what the flesh can mean. Anyone, young man or about the one or the young man, if you can tell me what the flesh is. Go ahead. Carnal, very good. Give him a hand. That's absolutely right. Things that are carnal. Now name some things that satisfy your flesh, because time is running from us. Uh-huh. Hold on. Remember now, you can sex your wife. You see what I'm saying? If you have 2 wives, you need to sex your 2 wives. If you have 3 wives, you need to sex your 3 wives. But you should not lust after a woman that is not your wife. You should not lust after a woman who is someone else's wife. If you go tell her to put on some clothes or something, yo. You know what I mean? Some man, because they are lustful bastards, right? They go and see a girl bust out some little chicken breasts at 14 and 15. Big man want to run up in her. You should not do that, man. You should refrain from the lust of the flesh. What else? Money, right? When a man want to do something unlawful for money, that is lust of the flesh. He want to satisfy his flesh by the things that money can get him. You understand? Now, does that mean that you cannot make money? No, that's not what it means. Because a Christian will say, oh, see, you cannot go get money. You have to give away all your money. That's not what they're saying. Yeah, go get money. Go make money. You need to eat. It is the Israelite way to make money. You know, who knows what Jacob's name means, right? If you're an Israelite, that means you're a son of Jacob, right? Right. What does Jacob's name mean? Who knows? Or what? Supplying to or? What is the journal? Yeah. Hustler. Right? Supplanter or hustler. Jacob's name means supplanter or hustler. A supplanter is a hustler. Right? A hustler knows how to make money. A supplanter knows how to rule the world. And that is the blood that runs through our veins as Jamaicans. You understand? Right. Now, a man can go make money, or he can go do it the what? The white man way. What is the white man way of making money? By the sword, right? Murdering for money. Killing the next man for money. You go sell drugs for money. You go kidnap some girl and sell them in some backyard somewhere. Over back road, right? In Portmore, right? Or you can be a scammer. You know, we call him the devil, right? Who know what the devil mean? What does the word devil mean? Say it again. Right. Devil is a Latin word which means deceiver, right? And a deceiver would call your phone and say, you won the lottery. All you got to do is send me $10,000 so I can send you back $24 million. Right? Is that the righteous way? Or is that the devil's way? Does anybody know? The devil's way, very good. Alright? And he's doing that, why? Because he got a lost man. Here's the thing. A scammer, right? He will go do that, right? He will go scam somebody, get some money. But then, where does he stop? When a scammer goes scam a man for money, right? At what part did he say, you know what, I've scammed enough money. I'm going to stop now. When does a scammer stop? When he's dead, I'll go to jail. Because he go scam somebody, right? He go scam the man down the street from him. One of the people he know at the bank, he get one of their numbers, go scam them. And what does the man at the bank do? He go call up his bad man cousin to go kill the man and scam him out all their money. You see what I'm saying? So what? The wages of death, the wages of sin is death. You understand? Keep reading.
Answer.
Mm-hmm.
And the lust of the eyes.
What?
And the lust of the eyes.
What is the lust of the eyes? Who knows what the lust of the eyes is? This is something that the white man has. Anytime you come to Jamaica and you see a tourist come down there, he has this thing. If you dance better than him, he want to copy your dance. I'm trying not to give it to you, right? What is lust of the eyes? Who can tell me?
Seeing things unwanted.
There you go. Seeing things unwanted. Who can name the law in the Bible that says that?
Envy.
Right, envy, you're right. But what is the law of envy? Thou shalt not give my hand. Give my hand. That's right. I'm gonna tell you something that the church don't tell you. The word covet means bad mind. You understand? That's what the word covet means. You see a man bad mind, in bad mind if your things, right? So you want to take your things. That is thou shalt not covet. You understand? Yeah, go on.
And in Jamaica we have another way to say it now, land.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It might long. He must see things where him shouldn't even see car him too far to see it. But somehow him see it. You know what I mean? Keep reading.
And the pride of life.
And the what?
Pride of life.
That's all them man they saying, but yeah, we only have one life to live. One life to live, so we're gonna fill it up, we're gonna live it up to the fullest. One life, so you know what? So because you have one life and life's so short, right? You have to go murder, kill everyone, sell all the drugs, sex all the girls, sex the next man's girl. You see what I'm saying? You have to live it up because you have one life to live. You have to go to the party now. You have to go dance and get as drunk as you can be, and so you can embarrass yourself in front of everybody because you have one life to live. That is the pride of life. What you don't know is the life you live today, you're going to die. And when you die, God is going to bring you back to live out the life or the punishments of that life that you lived before. That is why we are in Jamaica suffering. That is why when Jamaica come to New York, all of them dead. You understand? Man come to New York and dead. Man come to New York and live all kind of life, and he live nice. He come and he sell the drugs, he get the BMW, the Mercedes Benz, and then him dead. You understand? Man come here and takes all the, him get money, buy all of the whore them off of the roadside, and get AIDS and dead. You understand? Or he come here, he live his life. He have one life to live, so he come here, live up his life, drive Mercedes. I've seen this about 100 times already. He drive the big one, the big Mercedes Benz, the one that Dutch cartel have. You know that one I talk, the S class. You know what Jamaica man come here and get that and then get deported and have to leave the things up here, right? Get deported. They're Jamaica. Never send the money guy to Jamaica now. Paying family where they're Jamaica because they have one life to live. Him can't care about nobody else. Forget about his family. Can't send them no money to his family. He go get deported. What them do now? Man go put a lizard tail in his spliff and mad him because he never send the money guy to Jamaica. Right? He was living the life. He did drive the Mercedes Benz. He get all the girls. He go to party in New York City and New Jersey and Connecticut, pop champagne, floss, we're all in the diamond gold chain, right? And then today is a madman in Jamaica through lizard tail. Yeah, you understand? Yeah, we not blessed. You see what I'm saying? Selling drugs is not the way out. Yeah, you understand? Having the pride of life doesn't give you life. It doesn't make you enjoy life. Because the Lord reigns on the just and the unjust. You understand? Keep reading. Right, it's not of the Father, but in the I.S.U.P.K. You see what I'm saying? For me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord, man. We're going to be men after the ways of our Father. Keep reading. But them man that will live like that, that is the world. That's how you know who is in the truth and who is in the world. Now, if you go to IUIC, they live like that. All of them in there is scammer. And I'm telling you, based on men from the IUIC, their own account. IUIC is a Christian, just like how the drug dealer is a Christian. The drug dealer go to church, his funeral, all the church members going to go there, and they're going to bless him in the Lord Jesus Christ. The drug dealer going to have 1,000 babies. All of the babies get christened in the name of white Jesus Christ, right? They all get christened because they're Christian. And being Christian is being in the world. Being Muslim is being in the world. Being in, which other Israelite group there, Jamaica, about the one? Also who? GOCC there, Jamaica, no? From when? Down at St. Thomas. So what them? Eh? More than 5 years? No, don't worry, man. Come again. Because they teach them can marry and love white people. When that is of the world. But that is not of the Father. You see what I'm saying? Right. Anyway, keep reading. And the world passeth away. GOCC and IUIC, you don't see GMS again at one time, right? Because one time he said GMS there Jamaica too, you know. Yeah, because they find out that GMS is a group of rapists. Right? Rapists and child and openly admit to that it's okay to be a child molester when that is not in the Bible. The Bible cannot say you can molest children. The Bible says you cannot touch children or buy prostitutes or whatever what is the belief, or to rape women. But because they are in the world, just like every other man in the world, they go find a part in the Bible or a scripture, right? Then them go twist or don't understand and believe this is the thing that justify or give them authority to do this particular sin, right? Just like every weed man. What the weed man them say? The weed man them say, weed come from the earth, you know. Earth, yo, the Lord make all earth for meat. Them, right? That them say. Them say the Lord makes 7 days and 7 continents and 7 seas and 7 parts of this leaf. So this is, I'm supposed to smoke this herb because 7 parts of the leaf, did it? I don't know if you ever hear them thing there yet. Right, but all sinners will create something out of the Bible, right, to justify their sin. And that is what GOCC do because they don't know the Bible. That is what IUIC do because they don't know the Bible. And who else? House of who? House of David or House of Jacob? Which one? House of Jacob. Never hear them. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. Never heard of them. But they don't know the Bible. Do you know how I know they don't know the Bible? Who can guess? I know they don't know the Bible because they don't roll with Officer Abadawan in Jamaica. You understand? Because Abidawan is provided the understanding of the Bible. Yeah, you understand? Good. Give me Revelation 13. Give me Revelation 13 and 1.
Answer. Revelation 13 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I stood up on the sand of the sea,
Uh-huh.
and saw a beast rise up out of the sea,
Mm-hmm.
having 7 heads and 10 arms,
Uh-huh.
and upon his arms 10 crowns,
Right.
and upon his heads name of blasphemy.
Good. Now, is anybody familiar with this breakdown here? Okay. The beast that rises up out of the sea, right? That sea is pertaining to the Mediterranean Sea, right? That will be the sea that, remember now, Revelations are written by Saint John the Revelator, right? He was a man in prison, right? Because the prophets are rough. And the prophets will go to jail for this truth. You don't have to go to jail. You see what I'm saying? But the prophets were so rough and they were so against society that at the time of Jesus Christ, the prophets were sent to jail. Nowadays, the Most High is permitting us to stay out of jail. Police don't see us doing anything. And I'm trying to not abuse that, you understand? Because I will run 1,000,000 red lights. And you know what I mean, Abada one need to help me. I mean, Abada one, you need to give me some counsel, man. You know what I mean, if you start run these red lights and you know, try to get everywhere and break all these rules, right? In the city, right? That are not sins, right? Right. But then in the UPK, we have a certain protection, which is not obia, which is not voodoo, and is not no what do you call the ring again? Guard ring. We don't need to wear none of those things. You see, I don't wear none. I don't wear no rings. I just walk around with the mark in my forehead, in my mind. You see what I'm saying? That we are in the truth, and I obey every man over me that's under command in GEN.YAHANNA, and serve all the men under me under command in GEN.YAHANNA. You understand? Right? Good. So now the beast that come out of the sea having 7 heads, right? This is the European empire, right? The 7 heads will be the leading empires, right? So that equals what? England, France, Germany, Spain, Portugal, Italy. I'm missing one. Or Russia, right? Is it Russia? There's 7 of them, right? You just need to know that it's the European nations, right? And out of them is what? 10 horns, right? Talking about what today we will call the common market. In other words, countries built from those other countries that we just mentioned, right? Break-off countries, right? So a break-off country of England is, who can name the break-off country of England? The United States of America, that's one. And next one is Australia, right? Give me the next one. Give me France. Who? New Zealand. New Zealand is a branch of England. I gotta get the list again, all right? I might get the list here, but we're gonna go through this quickly, right? And then we're gonna get the proper list at the end of class, right? But I'm gonna give some example, right? Out of England is United States, Australia, right? France have Switzerland, right? Switzerland. I can't name from the top of my head, you know. I can't name from the top of my head. Right, but we're gonna get them at the end of class, right? So no, but we recognize these to be what race of people? Edomites. But no, the Lord called them a beast. You understand? So the beast, this particular beast is Edomites, white people, Caucasians, Europeans, the cave dwellers. You understand? All right, good. Now give me verse, skip me down to verse 17. Or give me verse 15.
Answer. Revelation 13, verse 15.
14. 14. Give me verse 14, brother. Revelations 13 and 14, all right? I'm gonna read it, right? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth, right? You know the white man, he's according to the Bible, right? According to the Bible, the Edomites are the devil, right? Right, and the word devil means deceiver, right? So he does what? He deceives them that dwell on the earth, right? By the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, right? Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, right? So who knows what the image of the beast is? Right, but what is the image? The image is the picture of Caesar Borgia. All right, and Caesar Borgia, like Abadawan said, for Israelites, right? The image of the beast pushes the reputation of the white man around the earth. You understand? Just like Abadawan it said, right? Good. Give me verse 15 now. 15.
Revelation 13, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
Right. He had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Now everybody, hold on there. Now everybody believe that image has some kind of powers. More time at camp, we put up a sign with the picture of white Caesar Borgia, right? The white Jesus, right? With a thing where say mark of the beast. And you know what people come do? Them come and kiss the picture, man. Although we are talking about this image like it's a dog, we are throw all kind of dirt on the image. You know what I mean? We are throw the image down on the ground. People are step over it and don't want to touch it. I step over it and I jump over it. You know what I mean? We have it up on the sign of the camp sign. And what people look. Christian women come and kiss the damn thing. Because the Edomite powers, right? Who are the powers of Satan on the earth, have given life to this image, have given life to this picture, have given life to this statue. All right? Give me the next verse. Come again. That's why Notre Dame in France had to be burned. And the Lord and the Most High did that because what these are all are signs that the Roman Empire, which is the Edomite Empire, is going down in your lifetime. It was funny, right? In the school, right here in the school, right? I don't know if you know, but the man them did make a T-shirt, right? Saying cult leader, right? We made a T-shirt in the school saying cult leader, and with a picture of Notre Dame burning, right? And then when that T-shirt was made, and the man them in our school start buying the T-shirt and I wear the T-shirt, it must have been about a week and a half later, or even a month later, that Notre Dame actually burned. You understand? Why? Yeah, go on. No. You can go just Google, right? Just get the date of when Notre Dame burned, and go find on Facebook the brother that made the shirt, and see what date he posted the picture of the shirt, and the date that Captain Tazariak was wearing it, and everybody was wearing it, and then you go look at the date that Notre Dame was burning. All right? Why? Right. Here why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the Most High said, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Here what the Most High said, right? By Yahushua, right? He said, when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am. You understand? So when two or more priests are gathered in the Most High's name, the Lord sees it. You understand? So the Most High said, "Oh, that's a good idea. Let's do that." Remember, no, the Most High works as a council, right? And then from the council, right, angels are given orders to perform certain things in the earth, certain type of disasters. You see what I'm saying? In the earth, and that's every single hurricane, that's every single tornado, every single earthquake, every single typhoon, every single tidal wave. You know what I mean? Remember, who sing the song there again about the one? Sanjay. We sing the song about the God that the tiger. About God will make the tiger, man. Big song, man. Sanjay, man. You know Sanjay, man. The singer, man. Singer Sanjay, man. The big song everybody know, man. Me know that. Don't worry, man. Remember the one them sing about the tiger wave, man. One verse in that about the one of the power to make the tiger. What am I talking about? No one tiger wave. What am I talking about? Don't worry, man. When you hear it, man, you're assuming I say, man. Because when me hear, me knows that that's what I'm talking about. But the Christians don't really understand that these things can be put on us. These curses can come to us if we go against the Most High. So Sanjay needs to go make some song like that, where we are dying because our people are against the Most High. You know what I mean? That's what these artists need to go do. Right? Anyway, keep reading. Give me verse 16. Mm-hmm. Right, so now this is a different mark. This is the mark from the beast, right? Who was given power by the image of the beast. You see what I'm saying? To do what? Give the rich and the poor, right? Give Beverly Hills and Compton, Los Angeles, right? Give New Kingston and the rest of Kingston, right? What's the bourgeoisie place in Manchester about the one? Mandeville. Whether it be Mandeville or Maypen, everybody got to receive that mark in their forehead if they want to do good business, right? Keep reading. Keep reading. Right, that no man might buy or sell, right? And this is on a larger scale, right? Say if you have the mark, right? Say either have the mark. So now this mark goes into your hand and in your forehead. So in your forehead is your mind. So we went over to Ezekiel, right? In your forehead is your mind, right? And in your mind, based on the knowledge in your mind, is gonna put forth the action that's in your hand. All right. So if your mind, if Jesus will forgive you for the murder that you're going to commit, your hand will go get that gun and shoot the gun, because in your mind, this murder is okay to you in your mind for Christians, for Christian murderers, for Christian shutters, for Christian drug dealers. Right? In their mind is get money, get money, get money. And at the end of the day, they can go get baptized and leave the game. Right? That is the mark of the beast. Where you're gonna do all wrong in the world and think that, you know what, before you die, before God come back, right, we're all going to get baptized. Wasn't that what happened in December 31st, 1999? December 31st, 1999, the I.S.U.P.K made a prophecy, right? A prophecy that Jesus Christ is coming back in January 1st, 2000, right? But now, everybody in Jamaica now, we don't even know about the I.S.U.P.K. They all went to go baptized on December 31st, 1999. What is that? Why? Because what you need to know is, young man from Bull Bay, right? Is that everybody hears the power of the mouth of the men in the I.S.U.P.K. Everyone. Every single person out of the 12 tribes of Israel will hear what we say. So what are we doing in the I.S.U.P.K? We are giving away power. You see what I'm saying? We're giving you the opportunity to be a legitimate priest, man of God in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? And then when you get anointed and you get a name, you will go out there and go on, what's name? Ian Boyle's TV show. Is Ian Boyle dead? Ian Boyle is dead, no problem. Somebody will replace Ian Boyle. And we will go on there and we will crush everybody's hearts with the truth of the Bible. You understand? Real life. Real life. Right? Keep reading. Right. Or the number of his reputation. Good. Keep reading. Oh, but hold on. Also, number in the Bible means record, right? In Hebrew, the word is madbar, which means to record or to number. All right. So that can also mean the what? The record of his reputation, the number of his name, right? I'm going to check that one day with GEN.YAHANNA to make sure, right? But number in the Bible means record. It's the same Hebrew word. When we record something, you number it. Number the men, record the men. You see what I'm saying? Number the cities, record the number of the cities. Count them. You see what I'm saying? Count the reputation, record the reputation. All right, keep reading. Right, record the reputation of the beast and count the number of the beast. Count the number of these people, right? Because the beast is people, right? Keep reading. It is the what? It is the number of a microchip. It's a number of an RFID chip. It is the number of an electronic device. Okay, so we're gonna count what? What are we counting here? We're counting the number of people. Give my hand. All right. Good. So how many number is there, young man from Bull Bay? Count it. Read. Right. 666. All right. Score. Who knows what score means? Score means what? Very good. 3 times 20 is 60, right? Right. So 666 is the number of what? It's number of men. It's the number of it's the number of the white men that rule the earth, right? Everybody want to talk about Illuminati, Illuminati, Illuminati. Well, this is something different from the Illuminati, right? But this is talking about the same kind of essence, right? The same kind of concept, the same dealing, right? It is the number of white men that rule the earth on the left-hand side. When on the right-hand side is the authority of the Most High, the men in the Israelite school of UPK, and our job is to do what? Bring forth the government of the 144,000, right? Right? Which will be the government of the Most High, right? So everyone else who served under the 666, they will get the mark of the beast, the mark of Satan, the mark of the devil, the mark of the white man, right? And everyone else on the right-hand side will get the mark of the Most High. And they will go to camp in the middle of your city and put a mark on all of those that sigh and cry in the cities, right? Good. That is the true mark of the beast. All right? Good. Give me back to Ezekiel 9. Ezekiel 9. Right? Read Ezekiel 9 and 4 again. Right. So now here is a different mark. You got the mark of the beast, and here's a different mark going on what? The same forehead, because the mark of the beast is also in the forehead. So the mark of the beast is not a microchip, right? Keep reading. Right. Why? Because people that have the mark of the beast, for example, Christians, right? Christians have the mark of the beast, and they don't cry for no abomination. You see what I'm saying? Christians see a man murder a man, and say, "Oh man, that's a good killer right there. How can I hire that killer for me?" Christians see all of the Batmanism going on in the world, all of the gay things going on in the world, and what do they say? They got a gay cousin, or they got some gay family. Or what did they say? What did they say? Oh, people being gay for 1,000 years or some business like that. Christians try to justify homosexuality. Christians justify smoking weed. You see what I'm saying? Rastafarians justify smoking weed. Rastafarians buy vagina as well, you know. You think I'm lying? Rastafarians will buy vagina when you're not looking. They will go buy some prostitutes. You see what I'm saying? Everybody there's a rumor, right, that certain Rastaman will go and eat pork. You think the people just say that? You think the people are make up them thing there? You have a Rastaman on YouTube, you know, we're famous on YouTube, can't remember my name. But him is a man who eat shrimp, crab and lobster. Him go hunt out the crab the most I see, you know. Go find a little boat and go get one crab. I'll get one lobster and cook all the crab and the lobster, you know. Because he's some kind of some vegan or some business where he's only eating out of the sea and the grains. You see what I'm saying? What else? Whelks. You cannot eat whelks, all right? You know whelks? How about that one? You eat whelks on the side? Whelks? You know whelks? One of the green something where soft and mushy will come out I see man, we eat that man. We just eat them things that were small up a set here, man. Something named whelks, man. Well, that don't get more fish and scales. You see what I'm saying? Them things didn't even swim. Them things they're at the bottom of the ocean just to live them lives. Right? But then a Christian now, I'm learning that I eat that from my Christian aunt, you know, who is the biggest Christian in the whole of St. Mary. And she don't get the mark of the beast. When she did I make all children like me I eat abomination. She don't get the mark of the beast. She don't see that and I complain. The people them around her don't complain. That is the mark of the beast. Because they don't cry for the abomination. Why? Because they don't even know what the abomination is to God. You understand? They don't even know what abominations are. So they don't cry and sigh for no abominations. Because Christians are absent from the knowledge of God. Another word for being absent of the knowledge of God is being in the wilderness. All right? All right, keep reading. Come on. Keep reading, young man. Right. Right. Meaning, on one side, angels are going to do what? Call men into the truth. They got an inkhorn and they're going to put a mark on the forehead of the men to join them into the truth in the I.S.U.P.K to one particular body, right? And for the rest of the angels, their job is to go out and destroy. They're going to give every man a reason to sin in their mind, and then to the Most High, when they do that sin, when they do the abomination, the Lord is going to do what? Send another demon to do what? Cut their life short. You see what I'm saying? Give them some disease or some sin or some murder to come kill them. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading. Oh, give me verse 7. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, hold on. Read that again. Mm-hmm. So what? Ruin their families. That's what it means. That's what it means when you're on the wrong side of the Most High. When you're on the wrong side of the Most High, your children get molested. You see what I'm saying? Your woman, all your daughters get raped. Your woman will get raped. Your woman become a prostitute. She's defiled, man. She got have sex with more than one man in her lifetime. She's defiled. You see what I'm saying? Half of your man, out the new kings, all of the man them turn batty man. They are defiled. A murderer is defiled. He's something unclean before the Most High. Eating pork, your body is defiled. Why? Because your body is what? The temple of the Most High. We know that already, right? Right. And you defile a temple within yourself when you eat that pork, when you smoke that weed. Right? Keep reading. Uh-huh. And do what? And fill the courts with the slain. Right? We're in Ezekiel 9 and 7, right? Fill the courts with the slain. Why would it say to fill the courts with the slain? Why would it say that? Because this is when you go to court, what do? Why are you in court for? For what? Crimes. Very good. Because many of our people, they do crimes before God. And then they are brought to the court. And the court will lay out a judgment based on the sentence of that crime. You understand? That is every man's life in Jamaica. They say, oh, crosses are following me, crosses are following me. Yeah, because they're facing a sentence given to you by the courts of God in the sky, in the heavens. You understand? Hold that. Give me Revelation 16 and 2. Give me Revelations 16 and 2. Let me know when you got it. You got it? Go.
Revelation 16 and 2.
Uh-huh.
And the first went and poured out his vessel upon the earth.
Uh-huh.
And there fell,
Uh-huh.
and poured out his vial upon the earth. And there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men.
They fell a what? They fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the what?
Upon the men.
Good. Read.
Which had the mark of the beast.
Which had the what?
The mark of the beast.
Right. Give me some context. Give me verse 1, right? They went out, a vial poured on the earth that gave a sore and grievous sore upon the men, which had the mark of the beast, right? Give me verse 1.
Revelation 16, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
And I heard a great voice
out of the temple saying to who? Heard a great voice, right? Read.
Go your ways.
No, from the top.
And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels,
Uh-huh.
Go your ways,
Uh-huh.
and pour out the vial of wrath.
Right. Go your ways and pour out the vials of wrath of God upon the earth. Now this is what said to what? The angels. So when you see death going on in Jamaica, it's because we've been Christians. You understand? How do I know that? Keep reading.
Answer. Verse 4. And the first went. His vials upon the earth.
Right.
And there fell a noisome and grievous sword upon the men.
Uh-huh.
Which had the mark of the beast.
They had the what?
The mark of the beast.
Right. So angels was given vials to pour out on the earth, pour out the wrath of God on the earth, unto those that had the mark of the beast. The first angel went out to pour out a vessel or a vial to pour out the wrath of God upon all of the men, all of the people that had the mark of the beast. And what? Keep reading.
And upon them which worship his image.
And worship is what?
His image.
Those people that had the mark of the beast, they worshipped an image. How could this be a microchip? How can a man say this is a microchip? Man of sense. All people are going around and talk about this as a microchip. Yo, them man are lie on the Bible, yes, sir. You know what I mean? And we come to ruin those people that rely upon the Bible. We come to ruin the reputation of those that rely upon God. You understand? Right? Because we want to make the earth a right place for God. You understand? Good. Go back to Ezekiel 9. And keep reading from verse 8.
Ezekiel 9, verse 8. And it came to pass, while they were slain there, and I was left, that I fell upon my face, and cried, and said,
right, Ewa. Oh, hold on. Now look at this now, right? When Ezekiel see this, he wanted to save his people from their sins. Just like how Christ wanted to save his people from their sins. Because in the ISUPK, right, our job is not to hope that 2/3 die by the Most High. Our job is to try to hope that we can change the Lord's mind from killing those 2/3 so all of us come in the right side with the Most High. You understand? Yeah, I mean, look at all them women here. I don't want God to kill all them women here. Oh, the woman in Israel is nice. I want God to save this woman, man. You see what I'm saying? Our men are the best type of men in the earth. You see what I'm saying? I want these men to be by my side on the battlefield. I don't want them dead off. You see what I'm saying? I want these men to be alive, to go with us and conquer the earth over these other races of people. So I need these men to be alive. But then I can't force I can bring the donkey to the water, but I can't force the donkey to drink. You understand? So we do our job as specified on the command in GEN.YAHANNA to go out the camp. Even if you're not in the mood, even if you're not feeling good that day, we go to camp in hopes that the Lord will not kill our race of people. You see what I'm saying? And save our brothers who will build a healthy economy for us. Men that will create cars and trains and airplanes and computers and chairs and air conditioners and cameras and windows and doors and buildings and basements and underground and trains and light posts and traffic lights. We need all of our people to be alive because they're going to make a great empire for us. And if they are dead, so we need them to not die. We don't pray for no 2/3 to die because those 2/3 are going to be with us in greatness on the earth for our nation, Yasharala Israel. You understand? So we don't stay like Christians. Oh yeah, I'm saved because I'm in church. I'm saved and you all are heathens, like all the Christians them say, or the fake Israelites. Oh, you guys are the 2/3. You guys are the 2/3. We don't do that in here. We don't do that because only a man that hated people would do that. Ezekiel didn't do that. Ezekiel didn't see people that dead off and say, yo, you know what, good for them, you know. We never like them man there, you know, because them man they come from cross up. Them man they are labor right and me are PMP. Ezekiel didn't do that. You see what I'm saying? Oh, we never like them man because them man they are Baptist and me are Anglican, you know. Them man they are Jehovah Witness and me are Muslim. Ezekiel didn't do that. What did Ezekiel do? Read the part again, our young man.
Answer. And I cried and said, Lord God, will thou destroy all the residue of Israel in thy pouring out of thy fury upon Jerusalem?
Right, meaning what? God will kill us? You see what I'm saying? Christians don't teach that. Christians say, oh, God is love. God is love. God is love. God is love. He's love. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. The blood of Jesus. God is love. God don't hate. God is love. Well, God killed everybody in this time. So these Christians must be lying. You understand? Keep reading.
Answer. Then said he unto me.
Then said who? Then said who? Good. The Most High speaking. Now read.
The iniquity of the house of Israel and Judah is exceeding.
The iniquity of Israel and Judah is exceedingly great. What is iniquity? Sin. Very good. The sins of Israel and Judah. When you say Israel and Judah, Israel will be the northern kingdom, Judah will be the southern kingdom. So they're talking about Judah, who would be the Negroes in America, the Negroes in the Caribbean, and Haiti. All right? And then Israel would be everyone else, the people from Venezuela, where the Lord is cursing them in Venezuela, making them suffer in Venezuela, right? Making them suffer in Mexico, making them suffer in the Americas, making them suffer with the hurricane the other day, making Puerto Rico can't get no water. These are punishments from the Lord. This is the angel of the Lord pouring out the wrath of God from vials and vessels. You understand why? Because they are Christian, because they are Catholic. You understand? Keep reading.
Answer. And the land is full of blood.
The what?
And the land is full of blood.
The land is full of murder. The 12 tribes of Israel are murderers, man. That's why God is killing them. So our job is to stop them from murdering. You see what I'm saying? That's the job. That's the job in the UPK, to stop men from being murderers. And put a murderer beside you who would have a Hebrew name, who would be a man of God. You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Answer. And the city full of perverseness.
Ah, the city full of perverseness. That is Kingston right there. That is Spanish Town. That is Maypen. No man, no good. All them talk about, oh, my heart clean, my heart clean, my heart clean. When you're not in UPK, so what does that mean? My heart clean, my heart clean, my heart clean, and then somebody else find a fault in you because your heart is not clean as you think your heart is. Right? Keep reading.
Answer. For they say, the Lord has forsaken the earth.
What? Say, read that again.
For they say, the Lord has forsaken the earth.
Now, in Jamaica, right? Have you ever heard something like that before? You never heard that before? I have. I heard a man say, yo, no God, not dead. Because look upon Jamaica, yeah. Oh, you heard that, right? Some next man say, God love the white man. Because the white man live good and we are there, Jamaica suffer. You ever heard that before? Yes, people say God love the white man. Because God don't like Jamaican people because we are nothing. We are bad and we're criminals and the ghetto is full of pain and suffering. You never hear that before? Your book Panama was said things like that more time. Alright? No problem. Right? Keep reading. I'm gonna read verse 10, alright? Ezekiel 9 and 4. Ezekiel 9 and 10. And as for me, also mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity, but I will what? Recompense their ways upon their own head. What is recompense? If anybody knows. Payback, very good. All right. So the Most High will pay you back for all of the things that you do. Now, if you want salvation, you know, Christians don't know what salvation means, you know. So they don't know what salvation means. They don't know what it means to be saved. If you ask them what salvation means, they will say salvation means to be saved. Saved from what? They don't know. You get salvation from your sins in the world when you come and get anointed in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? Now, if you don't believe me, try it. Right? That's what you do. If you don't believe me, try it. Right? No problem. Give me back the Revelations, right? Give me Revelations 14 and 10.
Revelation, sir.
14 and 10.
Revelation 14, verse 10.
Go on.
The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God.
Ah. So the same people, right, who the Most High will recompense their sins on their own head, who are not saved from their sin, right? The same will God do what? Read it again.
Answer. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God.
We just read that a while ago when the Lord was sending angels to punish all those at the mark of the beast. Now, do Christians live wonderful life in Jamaica? Yeah, but yeah, man in Jamaica dead, and the man was dead. People that say, oh, I don't know why them kill him, you know, because that man there was such a good man, you know. Me never said that man they do nothing wrong yet. You ever hear them thing yet? All right. Well, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, because they do things that you can't see, don't mean that they are a good man. Because a man is a fake Israelite and say, you got to keep the laws and the statutes and commandments. You got to keep the laws and the statutes and commandments. Don't mean he's a good man. That don't mean that he keeps the laws, statutes, and commandments because he's a fake Israelite. He's a pretend Israelite, pretending like he's in the I.S.U.P.K. Wear fringes, but he smoke weed at night time. Right? Wear fringes on his t-shirt in the daytime, but they were born out for the whole of the whore them around town at night time. I.U.S.C, you know the I.U.S.C, because where's your fringes? But them man, they are batty man. Them man, they get kicked already. You see what I'm saying? Yo, one day, you know, we're gonna have our pitney and sing, I.U.S.C a batty man church. I.U.S.C a batty man church. One day, we will get children to sing our songs to I.U.S.C a batty man church. You understand? Keep reading. Huh?
Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Oh, hold on now. Who know what that means? Where the Most High pour out his wrath, right, like wine, into a cup with no mixture. What does it mean without mixture? What does that mean? Who knows that? Who can guess what that means? 100%. Yeah, see there now? Straight rum, you know. No chase. Straight right to the Most High, no chase. You know what I mean? You know to the Most High, you know God is a black man, you know. Yeah man, God don't play with people, you know. Right? Give me Ezekiel 2 and 4. As a matter of fact, hold on. Give me Exodus 12 and 12. Please. We're gonna get a similar example of putting the mark of the Most High versus those who do not have the mark. They have the mark of something else, right? Which will be the mark of the beast, right? Keep reading. Or Exodus 12 and 12 when you got it, right? Go on.
Exodus 12, verse 12.
Uh-huh.
We will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt.
So now, go on.
Both man and beast.
Good. So now, same situation, right? But the Most High will send out an angel to smite all of the firstborn in Egypt, men and animal. Right? Keep reading.
Answer. And against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment.
I will do what?
Execute judgment.
I will execute accidents.
Execute judgment.
Oh, me don't know why the man dead, you know. That man never deserve to dead. Read.
I will execute judgment.
That man there was a good man.
I will execute judgment.
Keep reading.
I am the Lord.
I am the Lord. In Hebrew, Yahweh. Alright? You know, Yahweh is the Most High name. Anyway, you see the Lord in all capital letters in the Bible, in Hebrew, it was the Lord's name. Alright? Keep reading.
Answer.
Mm-hmm.
And the blood shall be to you for a token.
And the blood shall be.
A token.
Keep reading.
Upon the houses where ye are.
Uh-huh.
And when I see the blood, I will pass over you.
What is this now? This is a mark that protects you. You see what I'm saying? This is a mark that protects all of the men of the Lord. All of the people that are on the Lord's side. So now, if Commanding Gen.YAHANNA, right, said, you know what, tonight, September 8th, I want everybody to put a mark on their forehead, and put a mark on your forehead tonight, or not even. Say like this, I want everybody to put blood on their doorpost tonight. Guess who would do it? Who can guess who would do it? Oh, only members of the I.S.U.P.K will do it. Everyone in a fake Israelite group will not do it. You see what I'm saying? That is how you know there's only one camp in the truth according to the Bible. Because leadership is only with one camp in the Bible. Because it's the same thing happened in Moses' day, the same thing happened in Ezekiel, the same thing happened in Christ's day. Christ only had 12 disciples. That was his camp. You see what I'm saying? Whoever was rolling with Moses, that was his camp. All right, keep reading.
Answer.
Huh?
And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
The what?
And the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you.
Right, what is the plague? Name some plagues. Ebola, all right. Some more.
Yes.
AIDS, oh, that's a good one. The next one. Diabetes, the next one.
Cancer.
What? Cancer. Very good. I'm gonna give you some more. Hurricane, okay. I'm gonna give you some more. Crack cocaine. I'm gonna give you a next one. Who remember in the news the other day, right? When them kill a rifle at Kingston there. Rifle and one British down at Kingston there. Right? Right. When time the man is growing and just murder people. Fame. That is a plague. You understand? Gunshots is another plague. If you did a Mobile 2 years ago, right? Where the scammer them get all this money back, all of the gun in the world, and everybody complains, yo, them man there does a shoot indiscriminately, so them man there does a firewire shot, like, who remember that? to the point where they have a state of emergency in Montego Bay. That is a plague. When you live in the ghetto now, right, and a policeman pull up, and whoever is not in the yard, police does a drape man and a shot this up. That is a plague. You see, we in the UPK, we don't worry about no police here. You know what I mean? We don't worry about police over here. You know what I mean? None. You understand? Keep reading, young man from Bulby.
God, sir. When I smite the land of Egypt.
Keep reading.
Verse 14. And this day shall be unto you for a memorial.
And this day shall be for what?
A memorial.
Now, what day are we talking about, young man from Bulby? Very good. Give him a hand. Good. And the Passover now is celebrating when the Lord passed over us. Why? Because we did not have the mark of the beast. You understand? That is the Passover. The Passover is celebrating when we took the mark of the Lord and the Lord passed over us, right? And saved us because we did not have the mark of the beast. You understand? That is that, and that's why that is why we celebrate this every year. Because the Most High is more smarter than us, man. The Most High is wiser than us. So He gave it the Passover to remember, yo, you had the Passover, right? Because man did not take the mark of the beast. Right? Keep reading.
God, sir. And ye shall keep it as a feast to the Lord throughout your generations.
Throughout every generation, you should celebrate this. Why? Because every generation also have to resist the mark of the beast. In those days, the mark of the beast was what? Worshipping Egyptian gods. Remember in verse 12, it says, "What? I will execute judgment, or and against all the gods of Egypt, I will execute judgment." Right? Why? Because people follow those gods. Right? Gods also mean authority or power or leaders, right? And we worship those men in Egypt. We worship those pharaohs. You see what I'm saying? And God killed those pharaohs, man. You see what I'm saying? God killed their sons. You see what I'm saying? Because worshiping that pharaoh was the mark of the beast. Loving Obama is the mark of the beast. Black people are, oh, Obama. Loving Martin Luther King is the mark of the beast. You see what I'm saying? Thinking that Marcus Garvey had the right way to salvation is the mark of the beast. You understand? Loving Haile Selassie I is the mark of the beast. You worship Haile Selassie is your God, that's the mark of the beast. You understand? Good. Skip me down to verse 21. Up on the time now if I run.
Answer. Then Moses called for all the elders of Israel and said unto them, draw out and take you a lamb according to your families and kill the Passover.
Right, because the lamb was the Passover. Now in these days, in the days of Moses, this is how you receive the mark of the Most High. You see what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, this is going to go over the same thing we just mentioned. So we're not going to go there, right? Because I mentioned the same thing, all right? Give me Ezekiel 3 and 2. All right, Ezekiel 3 and 2, all right? A strong upon, if you can get me the book of Josephus in the back. All right, the book of Josephus, all right? Ready, go on.
Ezekiel 3 and 2. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat and stroke.
You open your mouth. and he calls it to eat the scroll. Now, the scroll, who knows what the scroll is? The Bible, very good. Now, what does it mean to eat the scroll? First of all, the word in Hebrew, the word for eat in Hebrew is akal, right? So eat the scroll, right? Who can tell me what it means to eat the scroll? Right. And what else? Studying and living it. Good. And what else? To learn, give me precept, Romans 15:4. All right? You're gonna hold that, you're gonna come right back there, all right? Let me know when you got Ezekiel, when you got Romans 15:4.
Gotcha.
All right, go on.
Romans 15:4.
Go ahead.
Whatsoever things were written after time were written for our learning.
Right. So what was written before time? The Bible. Right? But a Christian say, why are you reading the Old Testament? The Old Testament done away with. What does that got to do with salvation? The Old Testament don't got nothing to do with salvation. But what did Paul say in Romans? Read.
Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
The things that were written aforetime in the scroll was written for your learning. So therefore, what should you do with the Old Testament? You should eat it. Put it inside of you. Put it in your mouth. Make it when they come out of your mouth, all you do is burp the scroll. See what I'm saying? Your breath smell like the scroll. Eat the scroll, digest it, make it be a part of you. You see what I'm saying? Good. Back. Right? 3 and what? 3 and keep reading.
God, sir, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Through the scriptures they might have hope. Why? Because everyone that's not in the UPK, they panicking. They say, oh my gosh, Agenda 21. Oh my gosh, Illuminati. Oh my gosh, the end of the world, meteorite, the sun going to crash into the earth. This is the end times, end days, everybody panicking except us. In us over here, we chilling, man. We is as cool as the breeze on the North Coast, man. You know what I'm saying? Cool. You understand? We have faith. And because of that, right, we are okay. Because we know what's going to happen. And we know who should worry. Christians should worry. But over here, we don't need to worry. Because we understand this Bible. You understand? Come on, give me back to Ezekiel 3. 3 and 3, all right?
Sir. Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll.
Precept. Isaiah 28 and 9. About that one, you know this one, right? You know it, man. When we get it, you're going to know.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 28 and 9. Oh,
Whom shall we teach knowledge? Who will the Most High teach knowledge? Read.
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Right? Because does the Most High make everybody learn the same doctrine? No. Do the I.S.U.P.K and the I.S.U.P.K have the same doctrine? What about GOCC? What about the first all of the Christian churches in Jamaica? What about Rastafarianism? So, according to the Bible, there's only one doctrine. The Most High said right here, right? Whom shall he make to understand doctrine, right? Meaning it will be available on the earth because the Lord will make a man learn this doctrine, and then everybody else will have different doctrine. Why? Because the Most High is only with one camp. You understand? Read it from the top.
Isaiah 28 and verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge?
Whom shall he teach knowledge? Right? So whom shall he make to understand this? Read.
And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Good. Read.
Them that are weaned from the milk.
Now, what does it mean to wean from someone from the milk? Right. So Christ, right? He made us newborn babies, right? In coming into the truth. You become a new man, right? You start as a young man. You're like to the Most High, coming into the truth. You're like a baby. You're a child, right? And you're learning to speak. You're learning the knowledge of the Most High, right? And a baby drinks milk from his mother, right? He drinks milk from his mother's teeth, right? And then one day, milk is too much for you. We have to wean you off the breasts. Wean you off of your mother's teeth. Is anybody familiar with what I'm talking about? Right. What is milk? Milk is Jesus Christ is a black man. Right? Christ did not die for everybody. God don't love all people. Love not the world, it doesn't mean love all people on the earth. That is milk. You see what I'm saying? Read.
And drawn from the breast.
Drawn from the breast. Wean from the milk means to draw a man from the breast. Draw a young baby from his mother's breast. Keep reading.
Verse 10. For precept must be upon precept.
Right, and the understanding that the Lord will give you will be through these precepts. That's why I went to Ezekiel. Then I went to Isaiah. Then we went to Romans. Then we went to Exodus. Then we went to Revelations. Why? Because these are precepts. Keep reading.
Precept upon precept.
Keep reading.
Line upon line.
Line upon line. Keep reading.
Line upon line. Here a little. And there a little.
Right. So you have to go to the Old Testament also. You see what I'm saying? Christians don't know this Bible because they don't do this. Right? God. Right? And now, when they get to do this, you know what that's called? That's called meat, man. When you can see precepts that say there's only one camp can be in the truth according to the Bible. That is meat. That is something that a lot of people cannot understand. Everybody wants to hope that Lord is with all Israel. Lord is with all Israel. Then why we get shot by all Israel? Why all Israel selling crack cocaine? Well, God should do nothing about it. God say we read the scripture earlier where God is going to judge His sanctuary first. God is going, before he destroys the earth, he's going to judge his people first and then judge the earth. You see what I'm saying? So Israel is going to get the wrath of the Most High from God first, and then he will pour a wrath on the rest of the earth. You understand? We understand, right? All right. Give me back to Ezekiel before we head out of here, right? Ezekiel 3 and give me 3 and hold on. I've made their forehead, fear them not. Be not dismayed at their looks. Let me get go give me Exodus 13, right? Exodus 13 and 16. All right. Go ahead.
Exodus 13 and 15.
16.
Answer. Exodus 13 and 16.
Mm-hmm.
I shall leave Aratoki upon thine hand. Or a frontlets between thine eyes.
It shall be, this mark of the Lord shall be a token between thine hands. The things you do. Right? And what?
And for a frontlet between thine eyes.
Who knows what a frontlet is? All right. You see a horse, right? A horse will wear something around his eyes that go like this. So he cannot see to the left or to the right. He can stay on the straight and narrow. He can keep his eyes on the path that he's guided to, right? Because why? Follow the straight path, right? Because wide is the path to destruction. You know that one, right? Right. The UPK is the straight path. Every other path, you know when fake Israelites are saying, I'm trying to do my best in this walk. Some walk, they talk some walk business. I'm on this walk. Everybody's in this walk or some walk business. That is their path. That walk is a path. But their walk, their so-called walk, is different from the walk of the men in I.S.U.P.K. Why? Because follow the straight path. For wide is the path to destruction. You see what I'm saying? So, fake Israelites, they don't have frontlets. Their path, their walk, or their path is wherever they want to go. Because they are without a leader. And they are without a man of God to guide them. So they go walk wherever they want to fall right into a ditch. You see what I'm saying? Because wide is the path to destruction. IUIC is the path to destruction. Go ask Joy Morgan. How is she doing? She's dead. You know why? Because she was destroyed for being in that path. Yeah, you understand? I hope you do. I hope you do. All right? Keep reading. Go on. And also, what is between the eyes? Your forehead. What is in your forehead? Your mind. And in that forehead will either be the mark of the Lord or the mark of the beast. All right? And with that, I pass the class to Officer 50 of Abidawan. Stop it up. All right. Security announcements, all right?
I.S.U.P.K security announcement. I.S.U.P.K security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K of 1 West 136th Street, Harlem, New York. Out of Command General New brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are offered for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the word. After 6 months, if a brother, sisters, and teachers in a particular person, here,